Hari Om. We are now in Zagreb ashram, Vivek Puri ashram, and how you see, ashram is full of bhaktas, and we are so happy that Avatar Puriji come to visit us, not visit like a guest.
Hari Om, dragi prijatelji, drage bakte, ovdje u ašramu i preko webkasta. Jako nam je drago što je Swami Avatar Puriji došao nam u posjet i kao što možete vidjeti, ašram je u potpunosti pun.
Not like a guest,
Avatar Puriji ne dolazi kao gost,
but a family, member of our family.
dolazi kao član obitelji.
Once when I was traveling around the world with Vishwa Guruji,
Jednom kad sam putovao svijetom s Višvaguruđijem,
once one member of the ashram make a mistake
jedan član ašrama je napravio jednu grešku
and he greet Swamiji like a guest.
i pozdravio je Višvaguruđija kao gosta.
That is the great mistake what you make to do.
I to je velika greška što možete napraviti.
In ashram nobody is the guest.
U ašramu nitko nije gost.
That is the first.
To je prvo.
Swami in the ashram is not a guest.
Swami u ašramu nije gost.
For Swami, only home is the ashram.
Za Swami je jedini dom je ašram.
And also for Avatar Puriji, Zagreb ashram is home.
I isto tako za Avatar Puridžija Zagrebački ašram je dom.
And he's not come to visit us
Nije došao u posjetu,
like a guest, but he just went to visit family.
već je došao k obitelji.
Because when you travel, you are going around the world and you just visit one of your home.
Jer kada putujete svijetom, jednostavno posjetite jednu od svojih domova.
I'm so happy that also through webcast you are able to be with us.
Jako mi je drago i što putem webkasta možete biti s nama.
We will not finish this in the Croatia.
Nećemo završiti ovo u Hrvatskoj.
We will continue with the Rijeka.
Turneja se nastavlja u Rijeci.
What means I hope the weather will be nice.
Nadamo se dobrom vremenu.
That you will enjoy also in the nice sunny Rijeka.
I uživanju u sunčanoj Rijeci.
And in the nice ashram.
I u preljepom ašramu.
Now I will give the words to Avatar Puriji
Sada bi dao riječ Avatar Puridžiju
and enjoy.
I uživajte.
Bhagavana ki jai. Sri Alak Puriji Siddha Pit Parampara ki jai.
सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः मन्नाथ श्रीजगन्नाथ मद्गुरो श्रीजगद्गुरो ममात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. Salutations to the cosmic self.
Pozdrav kozmičkom jastu.
Salutations to Srila Purji Siddhapit Parampara.
Pozdrav Sri Alak Puriji Siddhapita Parampara.
My Danvat Pranams to our beloved Gurudev, His Holiness Vishwaguru Mahamudeshwar Mahesh Paranand Puriji.
Pranam voljenom Gurudevu Višvaguruđiju.
Om Namo Narayan to Mahamudeshwar Swami Vivek Puriji Maharaj.
Namo Narayan Mahamandaleshwaru Swami Vivek Puriju.
Om Namo Narayan to Swami Anandi Ji, Swami Prem Puja Ji and Sadhu Saraswati Savitri Ji.
I Namo Narayan svim sanjasima.
And Hari Om and good evening to all of you who are present here and those who are watching through Swamiji TV.
I Hari Om i pozdrav svima vama koji ste ovdje i koji nas gledate putem webkasta.
Kako si? Very good. Happy to be back in Zagreb.
Sretna sam što sam opet u Zagrebu.
And as we are anyhow in Vivek Puriji's ashram, then what we talk about is Vivek.
I kako smo u Vivek Purijijevom ašramu, govorit ćemo o Viveki.
Viveka Vairagya.
Viveka i Veragija.
That's how we progress in our spiritual path.
To je kako napredujemo u našem duhovnom putu.
We start with Guru Bhakti, obviously,
Započinjemo sa Guru Bhakti, sa ljubavlju,
because without a Guru, Viveka will also not come.
jer bez ljubavi isto tako Viveka, razlučivanje ne bi postojala.
Because the Guru is the one who is giving us the Viveka.
Jer Guru je onaj koji nam daje Viveku
And he's the one who shows us the right path or the wrong path.
i on je taj koji nam ukazuje na pravi ili neispravan put.
And then we use our Viveka to figure out if it's right or wrong what we are doing.
I onda koristimo svoju Viveku da bi ustanovili da li je ispravno ili neispravno što radimo.
But first we need to find the Guru.
Ali prvo trebamo naći Gurua.
But we all are sitting in this hall, so obviously we all have Gurudev.
Ali svi sjedimo ovdje i očito imamo Gurudeva.
But if we all accepted him fully or not, that's we all know from within us.
Ali da smo ga prihvatili u potpunosti iz srca.
We all love him, we all accepted him as a Guru.
Svi ga volimo i svi smo ga prihvatili kao Gurua.
But did we accept him as absolutely everything or not? That we need to figure out.
Ali jesmo li ga prihvatili u potpunosti kao sve ili ne, to je na nama da otkrijemo.
Because we all get the peace from coming to ashrams, from enjoying the atmosphere in the ashrams.
Jer svi osjećamo taj mir koji dobivamo dolaskom u ashram i bivanjem na satsangu.
But to be truly in peace in our mind and inside ourselves,
Ali da bismo bili u stvarnosti i u miru unutar nas,
we need to let go.
trebamo se prepustiti.
Then comes the second step, vairagya.
Zatim dolazi drugi korak, vairagya, nevezanost.
Vairagya means to let go of things.
Vairagya znači pustiti, otpustiti.
Vairagya either comes automatically from within,
Vairagya dolazi automatski iznutra
or we all practice vairagya in our daily life.
ili je vježbamo u našem svakodnevnom životu.
How?
Kako?
Any guesses?
Imate li ideju?
Sadhana is good, yeah?
Sadhana je dobra.
Meditation, yes.
Meditacija.
Satsang. These all are
Satsang.
tools, but to experience vairagya, we need to surrender.
To su sve alati, ali da bismo iskusili vairagiju moramo se predati.
Because vairagya and surrendering and letting go is not only for the materialistic, worldly pleasures.
Jer vairagija i prepuštanje ne odnosi se samo na svjetovne stvari.
But it's for everything.
Vairagija je za sve.
When we let go to Gurudev and say, Gurudev, I am yours, you are mine, and you deal with it, then automatically we are surrendering our emotions, our happiness, sadness, everything, because everything is in his hands.
Kada kažemo Gurudevu ti si moj i ja sam tvoja i u potpunosti se prepustimo, mi mu predajemo naše emocije, naše sve.
Because if we came to this world,
Jer ako smo došli na ovaj svijet,
we came for a certain cause.
došli smo za određeni razlog.
And in this human life, if we somehow, because of our past good karmas, finally manage to come to the sharan, to the lotus feet of Gurudev,
I ako smo u ovom ljudskom tijelu koji smo zaslužili dobrim karmama uspjeli doći do lotosovih stopala Gurudeva,
then why do we need to worry about other things?
zašto je potrebno brinuti se oko drugih stvari?
When we have Gurudev who is worrying about everything for us,
Kada imamo Gurudeva koji se o svemu brine za nas,
where we just need that trust and believe in him that he knows what he's doing.
treba nam to povjerenje i vjera da on zna što radi.
Because nothing happens without a reason.
Jer ništa se ne događa bez razloga.
Most of the time we might or might not understand why things are happening. Most of the time we might or might not understand why things are actually happening.
Jer većinu vremena moguće i ne razumijemo zašto se stvari dešavaju.
But he knows why it's happening.
Ali on zna zašto se događaju.
Every time you meet someone, every time you do something in our lives, doesn't matter in our spiritual path or in our day-to-day lives.
Jer svakim danom što nešto radimo, bez obzira da li se radi u svjetovnom ili u duhovnom životu, nekog susrećemo.
There is always something deeper hiding there.
Uvijek je nešto dubljeg značenja iza toga.
And when we are trying to figure out why things are happening,
I kada pokušavamo shvatiti zašto se stvari dešavaju,
that's where our head goes nuts.
to je tamo gdje naša glava odlazi.
Because we are now trying to figure out something which doesn't need to be figured out.
Jer mi pokušavamo shvatiti nešto što biti nije potrebno da shvatimo.
If it's happening, obviously it has happening for good.
Ako se događa, događa se sa dobrom namjerom, s razlogom.
Because if we are protected in that bubble of Gurudev, then he will not let anything bad happen to you.
Jer ako smo zaštićeni u balonu našeg Gurudeva, neće nam se ništa loše desiti.
Teri Satguru rakhe laj chinta mat karana. Satguru is taking care of you, don't worry.
Tebe tvoj Satguru čuva, nemoj brinuti.
So if we are protected by him and we know that,
Znači, ako smo zaštićeni od njega i znamo to,
then we know that what we are doing is okay.
onda znamo da sve što radimo je u redu.
But our mind, most of the time our mind and heart is not connected.
No, međutim, većinom vremena naše srce i glava nisu povezani.
But if we believe in bhava, in the feelings and how feelings work, then our mind are always then having problems.
Jer ako vjerujemo u naše srce i kako srce funkcionira, naša glava će imati problem s time.
But it doesn't matter if we are cooking or if we are talking or if we are interacting with people or anything, bhava is the most important.
Ali nebitno je što radimo, da li kuhamo, komuniciramo ili radimo nešto drugo, bhava je ono što je najvažnije.
You can sit in a group of many people, say absolutely nothing and just sit there and have awkward silence.
Možete sjediti u grupi ljudi i imati s njima onu neugodnu tišinu,
But if bhava is involved, then even that awkward silence can become beautiful.
ali ako je ljubav uključena i ta neugodna tišina postaće skroz ugodna.
Sometimes you don't need to even say a word, but if the energies are connecting with each other and you are on a similar frequency, then automatically you feel it.
Po neki put nije potrebno da niti govorite, jednostavno ste povezani na jednakoj valnoj duljini.
So why do we feel things?
Zašto osjećamo stvari?
Because bhava is present.
Jer je ljubav prisutna.
But when bhava is present, then our head will create more problems.
Kada je bhava prisutna, glava će stvoriti više problema.
And when our mind creates problems, then what does bhava do? Shuts down.
A kada naša glava stvori probleme, srce se zatvara.
Why? Because we immediately think that if we shut down, if we close off, then everything is solved.
Jer mislimo da kada se zatvorimo da je sve riješeno.
And then we become like a rock.
Zatim postanemo poput stijene.
Neither you feel happy, nor you feel sad, nor you feel nothing.
Niti se osjećate sretni, niti tužni, ne osjećate ništa.
For the mind, that is good,
Za glavu to je dobro,
because at least we feel somewhat of peace.
jer koliko toliko osjećamo mir.
But when the mind and heart both are connected, then you will feel much more peace.
Ali kada su glava i srce povezani, tada ćete osjetiti puno veći mir.
You can cook a soup and have bland soup, or you put some masala, salt, and this and that, and brings flavor.
Možete, kao kad kuhate juhu, imati posve obično, ali ako dodate malo začina, imat ćete potpuno drugčiji okus.
But if we try to find logics behind everything, we won't live it.
Ali ako pokušavamo naći logiku iza svega, nećemo uspjeti.
Because most of the time, nothing in this world has any logical sense.
Jer većinu vremena na ovom svijetu stvari nisu logične.
But if we let go of things and say, I'm okay with everything that is coming and everything that is going, then
Ali ako pustimo stvari i kažemo ja sam u potpunosti u redu sa svime što dolazi i odlazi,
and that is vairagya.
to je veragija, nevezanost.
When we are okay with everything,
Kada smo u redu sa svime,
when we are content and happy and satisfied.
kada smo zadovoljni, sretni,
But the human nature is,
ali ljudska priroda je,
what's the human nature?
što je ljudska priroda?
I want more, I want more, I want more.
Želim više, želim više.
Why? Because we are not satisfied.
Zašto? Jer nismo zadovoljni.
That is Maya.
To je Maja.
Maya is that golden deer
Maja je onaj zlatni jelen
which Bhagwan Sri Ram was chasing behind.
koje je Bhagavan Šivram za kojim je trčao.
Maya will come in every form,
Maja će doći u svakakvim oblicima
but instead of chasing the golden deer,
i umjesto da hvatamo tog zlatnog jelena,
we deal with it.
nosimo se s njim.
Because it doesn't matter how much you will run after it or in the opposite direction, you can't get rid of it.
Jer bez obzira koliko trčite za njim ili suprotno od njega, ne možete ga se riješiti.
So take it in the same way that it is like emotions, like these clouds.
Uzmite ih poput ovih emocija koje dolaze.
We have white, normal, natural clouds, or we have black clouds.
Poput oblaka na nebu, bilo bijeli, bilo crni.
But every cloud that comes in the sky shall pass.
Ali svaki oblak koji se pojavi na nebu će proći.
Even the normal ones don't stay.
Čak i ovi normalni neće ostati.
But it's just the intensity of the clouds or the intensity of the wind which is blowing the clouds.
Radi se samo o intenzitetu vjetra ili intenzitetu oblaka.
Some thunder more, some don't thunder.
Neki imaju više grmljavine u sebi, neki manje.
Some take half an hour to pass, some take 5 minutes to pass.
Nekima je potrebno pola sata, a nekima 5 minuta da prođu,
But it passes.
ali prođu.
So there is not much of sense to try to make sense of any of these senses.
I stvarno nema smisla tražiti logiku ili tražiti smisao u tome.
If we are having that trust in Gurudev, then we know that everything will be okay.
Ako imamo to povjerenje u Gurudeva, znamo da će sve biti u redu.
And if he is the knower of all three kalas, of all three time spans,
I ako je on poznavalac sva triju vremena,
then he knows what is good, what is bad, why it's happening, why not it's happening.
onda on zna što je dobro, što je loše i zašto se dešava.
So he will make everything right.
I on će učiniti da je sve u redu.
There is no parent who would want their children to suffer.
Ne postoji roditelj koji bi želio da njihova djeca pate.
We children sometimes don't understand the parents and get angry at them.
Mi djeca ponekad ne razumijemo roditelje i naljutimo se na njih.
But later when we grow up, we realize that they were right.
Ali kasnije kad odrastemo, shvatimo da su bili u pravu.
So in the same way, we know that Gurudev is our parent.
Na isti način znamo da je Gurudev naš roditelj.
What do we sing? Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva tvameva bandhuscha sakha tvameva tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva Tvameva sarvam mama vadeva. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva. You are the mother, you are the father.
Ti si majka, ti si otac.
Bandhu cha sakha tvameva. You are my friend, you are my brother.
Ti si moj prijatelj, ti si moj brat.
You are everything.
Ti si sve.
So if he is everything, then he is protecting us.
I ako je on je sve, onda nas on štiti.
But doubts will arise
Ali sumnje će se pojaviti.
because we don't trust ourselves and we don't trust the process.
Jer mi ne vjerujemo sami sebi i ne vjerujemo procesu.
But when we believe and trust in the process, then we will know that everything is happening as it is supposed to.
Ali kada bi imali povjerenje u proces, znali bi da se sve dešava kako treba.
Time may exist or not,
Vrijeme može postojati i ne mora.
but that much we know that what is happening at this moment will not repeat again.
Ali znamo da ono što se dešava u ovom trenutku neće se ponoviti.
Either it will be more beautiful or it will be more worse, but it will not be the same.
Ili će biti bolje, ili će biti gore, ali neće biti isto.
So what we are experiencing at what time, that specific moment, live it.
Ono što osjećamo ili iskusimo u nekom određenom trenutku, to trebamo živjeti.
Viribidiu mara harinama bina. They were singing it now.
Pjevali su upravo taj bhajan sada.
The time is going,
Vrijeme ide.
and if we don't wake up and don't realize these things, then it's our loss.
I ako se ne prebudimo i uvidimo ovo sve, vrijeme je prošlo.
Out of so many 8.4 million creatures, we got the human life.
Između toliko 8,4 milijuna živih bića dobili smo ljudski život.
How much work have we done?
Koliko smo već posla napravili.
How many good deeds did we do to finally get this human birth?
Koliko smo dobrih djela napravili da bismo dobili ljudski život.
And even more we did that we managed to find the Guru Tattva, the Guru Bhakti in our lives.
I napravili smo i više od toga jer smo uspjeli pronaći gurua u našem životu i guru bhakti.
There's one example, we were discussing it yesterday about one very famous businessman in Rajasthan.
Jučer smo govorili o jednom primjeru jako velikog poslovnog čovjeka u Rajasthanu.
When we drive from Jharkhand to Jaipur,
Kada se vozimo iz Jadana u Jaipur,
then near Kishangarh there's a place called Kishangarh,
postoji mjesto koje se tako zove.
and there it's famous for its granite and marbles.
I on je tamo, to mjesto je slavno po svojem granitu i mramoru.
So they were digging for many years.
I mnogo godina oni su iskapali taj kamen.
They left, a second party bought the mines, started digging,
Oni su otišli, neko drugo je došao i opet je nastavio sa iskopima.
and like this it continued, I think, for 20 years, approximately 20 years.
I tako se nastavilo otprilike 20 godina.
Many parties came and went.
Mnogo je strana došlo i otišlo.
But one person, he went to Guruji
Ali jedna osoba je otišla Guruđiju
and he said, Gurudev, what can I do?
i pitala je Gurudev što mogu učiniti za vas.
He said, dig further and you will find it soon.
I on mu je rekao kopaj dalje i pronaći ćeš.
Why? Because they know, they see.
Zašto? Jer oni znaju, oni vide.
20 years they were digging, nothing.
20 godina su kopali, ali ništa.
But Ashirvad, the blessings came, and within 2 weeks they dig how much? 20? Huh? 2.5 meters more, and now it's the world's biggest granite mine.
I oni su nastavili kopati kako je Gurudev rekao i samo 2,5 metra ispod toga gdje su kopali 20 godina pronašli su i postali najveći izvoznici granita.
Some will say, yeah, but they were working 20 years and to come to that digging spot.
Da, neko će reći, ali neko prije je kopao 20 godina da bi došao do tog mjesta.
Yeah, but that mines were about to be closed because no one believed that there was anything there.
Da, ali rudnik se trebao zatvoriti jer niko nije vjerovao da tamo nečeg ima.
But the person who really had Guru Bhakti didn't start digging, he went and took blessings first.
Ali osoba koja ima Guru Bhakti nije prvo počela kopati, nego je prvo zatražila blagoslov.
Not because of good luck, but because he knows that there is something in this blessings of Gurudev.
Ne zato što nema dobru sreću, nego zato što zna da postoji nešto u tom blagoslovu Gurudeva.
That is Guru Kripa hi kevalam shishya ke ananda mangalam. When Gurudev's Kripa and blessings is there, then the disciple is in ultimate happiness and bliss.
Kada je Gurudevova milost na učeniku, onda je sam učenik u blaženstvu i anandi.
That's why Gurudev does things, but he doesn't need to show them.
Zato Gurudev radi stvari, ali nema ih potrebu pokazivati.
Because if he starts showing, then we don't anymore come for bhakti and bhava.
Jer kada bih počeo pokazivati, više ne bi dolazili za tu ljubav i u tom povjerenju.
Then we will only come because it becomes an entertainment, or it will become where people will just come to solve their things.
Zato što bi tada ljudi dolazili ili samo za zabavu ili za rješavanje svojih problema.
Gurudev is protecting and guiding, but he needs us to do the work.
Gurudev nas štiti i vodi, ali treba nas da mi radimo posao.
He won't let anything bad happen to you.
Neće dozvoliti da se ništa loše dogodi nama.
But if we want something good to happen, then we have to do the work. Guru, this khud ki kripa.
Ali ako želimo da nam se nešto dobro desi, onda mi moramo napraviti posao za to.
He is that light who is showing you the right path.
On je to svjetlo koje nam pokazuje pravi put.
The legs we have to use.
Ali noge moramo koristiti.
He can show the path and show you this is the way to walk.
Može vam pokazati ovaj put kojim trebate hodati,
but He's not going to hold your hands and drag you there.
ali neće vas vući za ruku da idete tim putem.
That is our job.
To je naš posao.
Doesn't matter how hard we try to go in any other direction,
Bez obzira koliko se trudimo ići u nekom drugom smjeru,
the path of spirituality, the path of the truth, that always is going to be the highest.
put duhovnosti i put istine će uvijek biti najviši put.
But when the things go not according to our wishes and how we want it to,
Ali kada stvari ne idu onako kako ih mi očekujemo ili priželjkujemo,
then we will start finding problems in this path, not in any other path.
onda ćemo pronaći problem na tom putu i ni u jednom drugom.
We will not see what we can change, we will blame this.
Nećemo vidjeti što možemo promijeniti, već ćemo kriviti to.
Because this is the easiest thing to do.
Jer je to najjednostavniji način što možemo napraviti.
That's why Gurudev is Karuna Mahi Nidan, which means he is full of karuna, full of mercy.
Zato je Gurudev pun milosti.
Because we know that he knows and we know that it doesn't matter if we say goodbye for a while, still when we come back he will be with open arms and say Doji Draga Moja, all good.
Zato što iako odemo na neko vrijeme od njega i kasnije se vratimo, on će nas uvijek primiti i reći nam to.
It doesn't matter what happens, he is always going to be there.
Bez obzira na što se desi, on će uvijek biti tamo.
It doesn't matter if we wander off for a while,
Bez obzira ako odlutamo na neko vrijeme
or it doesn't matter if we are doing some other things,
ili ako radimo neke druge stvari,
but he and his guidance and his love and his mercy is always going to be there.
njegova ljubav, njegovo vodstvo, njegova milost će uvijek biti s nama.
In the dark room when the light goes on,
U tamnoj prostoriji kada se svjetlo upali,
there's light but there's no electricity, then you can press the switches but the lights won't go on.
ako ima svjetla ali nema struje, možete stisnuti prekidač, ali svjetlo se neće upaliti.
So Gurudev is that electricity where electricity comes, the light turns on.
Gurudev je ta struja koja kada mi upalimo, svjetlo dođe.
We have that deepak, that candle inside of us,
Imamo to svjetlo u nama.
but he is the one who comes and lights that candle for us.
On je taj ko dolazi kod nas i upali to svjetlo.
So once that deep it's lit inside,
Jednom kada je to svjetlo upaljeno u nama,
then we continue to pour in the oil to continue it to go on.
na nama je da dotočimo ulja da bi taj dipak nastavio gorjeti.
And that oil is our mantra, our anushthan, our yoga family, our bhajans, our prayers.
I to ulje, to je naša mantra, anuštana, satsang, molitve.
That is which is giving it the energy.
To je to što daje energiju.
Gurudev gave us everything.
Gurudev nam je dao sve.
We don't need to look anywhere else.
Ne trebamo ništa više tražiti nigdje.
Guru charano me ada satta tirata hai, wo veda purano me gate hai. Guru charano me ada satta tirata hai. That's why we have all the bhajans.
Zato imamo sve bhađane.
Because the bhajans are the meaning where we find the meaning of everything.
Jer bhađani je ono gdje pronalazimo smisao svega.
In the bhajans are simply explained by Mahaprabhuji, Shivananji, Holy Guruji, Swamiji. Everything are explained to us in a very simple manner.
U bhađanima nam je sve jednostavno objašnjeno.
For us to understand these aspects.
Za nas da shvatimo sve te aspekte.
Every time I listen to a new bhajan, not a new bhajan, but every time I listen to a bhajan, I learn something new.
Svaki puta kada slušam bhajan, naučim nešto novo.
In the beginning when we listen to bhajans, for us it's something that we can feel joy from.
Na početku kada ih slušamo, to je nešto kao da osjećamo sreću za nas.
Which is also good.
Što je dobro.
Because at least we are listening to bhakti bhajans, not party bhajans.
Jer barem slušamo ljubav, znači ljubavne bhađane, a ne parti, znači zabavne.
The spiritual bhajans can give same or much more energy to us in a much better way than the ones in the parties.
Zato što nam duhovni bhađani mogu dati puno više nego što nam to daje svjetovna glazba.
And nowadays for the younger generation, even there are raps which are spiritual in India. They started with that, which is nice.
U današnje vrijeme su započeli sa repom za mlađe generacije u Indiji.
We have Hanuman Chalisa in a faster version.
Postoji Hanuman Chalisa u bržoj verziji.
So everything can be transformed in many other ways, but the essence, the bhava is always important.
Sve se to može prevesti ili prebaciti na puno drugih varijanti, ali bhava, ljubav je ono što ostaje isto.
It doesn't matter if we will sing Shiva Shiva Shambho Shankara, or it doesn't matter if we sing Shiva Shiva Shambho Shankara. The speed does not matter, the bhav matters.
Brzina nije ono što je važno, bhav, ljubav je ono što je važno.
We younger generation need sometimes more speed, you know.
Mi mlađe generacije ponekad trebamo malo više brzine.
So that's why we go slow, then we hype it up a bit, and then we bring it back down.
Zato krenemo polako, podignemo je gore i onda se opet vratimo dole.
But with which bhava it is sang, that is upon us.
Ali sa kojim osjećajima to pjevamo, to je na nama.
When we love ourselves, we can love everything around us and everyone around us.
Kada volimo sami sebe, onda možemo voljeti sve oko nas i sve druge.
But for that we need to accept ourselves as we are.
Ali za to potrebno je da prihvatimo sami sebe onakvi kakvi jesmo.
We are in the guidance of Gurudev, that is why we are the best versions of ourselves.
Mi smo pod vodstvom Gurudeva i zato zasigurno jesmo najbolja verzija sebe.
When you have the best director, then the movie is going to be best.
Kad imate najboljeg redatelja, onda će i film biti najbolji.
He is the best director. He is directing this movie and we are the characters and we are playing along.
On je najbolji redatelj, on režira ovaj film, a mi smo glumci koji igraju to.
So forget what happened, don't worry what will come, enjoy satsang, enjoy your time now, because this time will not come back.
Znači zaboravite na sve što se dešava, uživajte u satsangu jer ovo vrijeme se neće više vratiti.
Swasti prajabhyam paripalayantam nyayena margena mahin mahisha gau brahmanebhyo shubhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadgurudeva Bhagavan ki jai.